Hey guys, Evil here for Vanquish Products. Today I'm here to tell you about an exciting new product from VP, the titanium 3-link, chassis-mounted servo, and Panhard conversion for your stock Axial SCX10. Scale looks are important, and when going for the most realistic look possible, the first thing most people do is move to a chassis-mounted servo to get it out of plain sight on the axle. The problem with this setup is that since the servo is fixed to the chassis, it creates bump steer, which inhibits the performance of your rig. The VP chassis-mounted servo kit, however, includes a Panhard mount to address this problem. This Panhard link runs from the chassis to the axle, keeping everything exactly where it should be throughout the suspension cycle, completely eliminating bump steer. Also included with this kit are a full set of 3/16 titanium upper and lower links paired with Traxxas rod ends. This is the most rugged link setup on the market for your SCX10. So installing this kit will not only upgrade the looks of your rig, but also greatly improve its durability over stock. Installation of the Cms Kit is fairly straightforward and requires a small amount of chassis modification. One side of a chassis crossmember must be trimmed to make room for the new servo bracket, and VP recommends trimming the servo standoff to avoid any clearance issues under full suspension compression. So to begin the installation, first let's remove the servo and the stock servo plate. Then disconnect the stock upper links from the axle, followed by the upper link mount. With the stock upper link mount out of the way, now we can install the 3-link mount. First we'll need to remove the corresponding stock bolt from the pumpkin and replace it with the included M3x16 socket head bolt. Next, secure the mount to the axle with the M3x8mm socket headed bolt and tighten to make sure everything is securely fastened in place. Now it's time to install the links. We'll first need to thread on all the rod ends and install the eyelets. The link furthest to the right is your steering tie rod. The link with the single bend is your front upper link. The two shortest links are your steering drag link and your Panhard bar. The next set are your front lower links, rear upper links, and rear lower links. The first link we'll install is the bent upper link. The short end of the bend should be installed closer to the skid plate, and the bend should angle upward for proper clearance after the install. Next up, we can begin replacing the stock links with the titanium upgrade units. Once all those are in place, it's time to install the servo on the bracket. Before we can install the servo assembly in the chassis, however, we'll need to trim the crossmember as I mentioned earlier in the video. I used a rotary tool here and trim mine right where this angled tube meets the crossmember. We will also need to remove this crossmember to make room for our CMS and Panhard assembly. Now we can bolt the servo assembly in place. Be sure to use the included hardware here. And to finish up, we can install the Panhard link, followed by the steering linkage. As always, check your endpoints and check for any binding to avoid damaging anything before operating your model. Once everything is bolted up, it's time to hit the trail. Thanks for watching today. We'll catch you on the next one.